390 Wagon Master here. So we're going to do a quick and dirty bench repair, I hope. We'll see how this works. This is a Cobra 148 GTL side mic, 5-pin. I don't know, made in like 90 something. I didn't look at the tag. But anyway, it is a side mic, so it's not the goofy newer version. What was it that came out in 2000? Anyway, what I did is I accidentally hooked power up to it backwards, and just a totally stupid move, but I'll show you why here in a minute. So we're going to crack the lids. What's going on with this is it's blowing a fuse, whether the radio's on or off. So I'm hoping that's just a protection diode. Okay, lids off. So okay, so this is what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing a protection diode between here and here. And what that's supposed to do, what that diode is supposed to do, is when you hook up the power incorrectly or reverse polarity, it will wipe out that diode, and that diode should blow any fuses in a fuse harness, and that just kind of protects the rest of the radio. So unless you have like a nail or something in that fuse harness, this should all work just fine. However, I'm not used to 148s. I'm more in like the, was it the EPT 3600 chassis and stuff. So I haven't really had too much experience with a 148. I'm not seeing my protection diode. So we're gonna have to dig for that. And I'm gonna go pull up the schematic on CB Tricks. So let's get into that. Okay, I'm over here on CB Tricks. And the only thing I can find is on the newer style 148s. But we have our J403, which is our power connector. And we do not have our protection diode in here. But if we go down circuit, we will see that there actually is one on the board. And it's number D55. Now calling D55. So let's go take a look and see where that is. Okay, so there is Mr. D55. Right, yeah. So we're gonna pull that puppy out. Okay, we got Mr. D55 out, and I should be using my tripod, however I'm not. So let's see what we can do. We have D55 hooked up here to the old clip leads. All right. So, come on. All right, that's not good. That's a shorted unit. Let's put this in here and see what happens. So I've got the new diode in, but I need to tell you guys something. Before I swapped that out, I actually unsoldered the frequency counter. And I did that because I just wanted to make sure that this wasn't going to interfere with anything. So what I did is I took this and powered it up on a 1/2 amp fuse with my clip leads. This works just fine, so the frequency counter works great. Got D55 back in there. And give me a second here and I'll power this puppy up. Oh, wait a minute. Before I do that, let me show you why or how I blowed it up in the first place. What's wrong with that picture? Yeah, the center pin is gone. And it wasn't in the back of the radio. I am not the original owner of this radio. This was owned by a truck driver buddy of ours. And the center pin is gone. So when that center pin's gone, and you put a worn out plug, which this is not the one that I have that's worn out is actually down here on this radio. But what happened is it got flipped around. And when that center pin, see how that's offset? It can go in either way. So yeah, that's what blew it. Well, that and me plugging it in backwards. So I have another unit in radio laying around somewhere, and that's a parts rig, and I'm gonna yard this out. But for right now, let's just get it going. Let's hook the power back up to it and see what we got. Okay, so I've got the antenna plugged in, got the microphone on, and we're going to check all modes and functions. So my meter's stuck, so we're going to have to do this with a little monitor here. Remember, this is kitchen tabletop repair here at its finest. So I'm going to use another radio as a monitor and a watt meter. All right, so we've got receive in all modes. Keys up, makes noise. Okay, so sideband's doing pretty good. Let's do AM. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. All right. We've got transmit, receive. All modes and functions work. Frequency counter works, and we are good to go. So, not gonna button it up yet. We're gonna do part 2. The next video will be yarding out this meter and putting a replacement in. And I think I'm going to, I don't like the blue. I mean, I love blue LEDs on radios, but I hate them on, I just don't like them on meters, because for my eyes, it's just really hard to see. So I originally repaired this meter because it was stuck, kind of like it is now, and it had a burned out incandescent bulb in it, and I thought, well, I'll throw a blue bulb in there and a blue segment LED in there, and I have decided against that. I was looking at some old school Cobra literature, and I like the incandescent look and the red. So we're gonna swap out the meter, the light, and I won't skip anything. I'll try to set up the tripod and we'll just show you the whole thing. All right, so there it is. I lucked out on this one. That was a pretty easy fix. I'm just really glad it was nothing in here. Audio chips, regulator, and then I believe the finals are tied into that as well, so that could have gone too. Like I say, I'm not too familiar with the 148s, but that little puppy did its job. All right, thanks for watching.